Night of the Demon, 1980. It's not a ghost movie. It's a horror Bigfoot Sasquatch movie. And it's definitely a true slasher. I always view Bigfoot as a primate, but in this he's like so creative at demoralizing every victim in such creative ways. And he'll disgrace the body and bodies in more creative ways than you'd even imagine going into watching this. So that's pretty much what you're 1980, so you could picture, you know what you're in for. Over the top 70s euphoric, stuck in the 70s feel. A bunch of guys in flannel shirts. It was just my speed though. I was referred to this by Dustin Keckler on YouTube. I'll put his link in the description. He's the king of trash cinema. He's claimed to have seen over 2,000 horror films, including over pretty much 1,000 of them have to be obscure. And we did a review for review. He's going to review 1971's Mario Bava's Bay of Blood, which is a slasher before its time. Check that out. I'm going to be checking that out soon too. So it's a decent watch if you're like into Bigfoot and like or Sasquatch movies. I know that the director of one of the co-directors of the Blair Witch Project recently did a found footage film with Sasquatch like in 2011. I don't know how that turned out. You know, it's probably terrible though. So Sasquatch is just a pure. He's not even a carnivore. He just kills just to troll the campers. It has like a Final Terror, The Prey, those type of movies. It has that type of feel. I gotta mention the campfire scene where 40 minutes in, where they have the motorcyclist story where they actually, oh my goodness. Did Keckler review this? Does he actually say this in the review? Let's put it this way. He gets castrated. No, he pulls over. They do it all 70s style. Like, they milk the scene. He's, like, riding the motorcycle because everyone in the late... Because it was the late 70s and motorcycles couldn't be any hotter. And so he pulls over. They milk the scene for, like, 4 minutes. And then he basically whips out a joint, starts smoking it on the side of this trail that goes absolutely nowhere. And then I think he's taking a piss, and he ends up getting castrated by Bigfoot for no reason, and Bigfoot just lets him bleed out and die there. Then they spend a whole subplot where basically the main cast, it's all flashbacks, and it's like follows this anthropology class apparently in search of research for it, and it's an isolated in the woods type of feel, and like only a small town nearby, and only the locals know about the legend. So they're trying to find this crazy hermit lady named Crazy Wanda, I guess, who apparently was raped by the Bigfoot, and they spend that's pretty much the whole end of the movie. Like for 35 minutes they finally find her, then it's the flashback scene of that, and then he has an offspring. He's really... That was like his whole point. Like, he's an intellect like the Abominable Snowman from like the 1957 film that I just checked out. The Hammer horror film. The first Hammer horror film that Peter Cushing was ever in. Like I said, I'd still give this movie a C though. It was a decent watch. It's right up my alley. I like this type of era of type of feel. There's scenes where you could just breeze through it and maybe like fast forward 30 seconds and not miss absolutely anything because it was just a dark shot of trees and nothing. Oh, and the soundtrack is also gorgeous. Synthesizers throughout, and they really changed it up, and it's really like I just did a taste of it at the beginning of this review. That was the end credits of it. So that's pretty much all I have to say. I'll put Dustin Keckler's link in the description. This was Night of the Demons 1980 JBM from Mr. Creepshow 9. I recommend you checking it out only if you know what you're getting in for, if you're a veteran of this era type of film, because obviously it is trash cinema. Actually, it's a lot better than I thought it would be. I thought they actually attempt to try and tell the story, like I was saying. And basically, Bigfoot looks like a combination of like Lou Ferrigno and Chewbacca's family from the Star Wars Holiday Special, in my opinion. So I'm out. Peace out.